What if I told you the most powerful forces shaping your life can't be measured? While we chase metrics and numbers, it's actually intuition, mindset, and invisible energies that determine who succeeds and who struggles. In our data-driven world, we've become obsessed with measurement. We count steps, track stocks, and quantify success in numbers. But what if the most powerful forces shaping our lives can't be measured at all? Consider financial markets. Analysts meticulously calculate projections, yet repeatedly miss market crashes, triggered by unmeasurable human emotions: fear, confidence, herd mentality. Numbers tell only half the story. Think about your most significant life decisions. Did you choose your career based solely on salary statistics? Or did unmeasurable factors like passion, purpose, and intuition guide you? What about relationships? There's no algorithm for love, trust, or compatibility, yet these invisible forces determine our happiness. History shows that transformative breakthroughs often emerge from the unmeasurable. Einstein's theory of relativity began not with equations, but with thought experiments about riding beams of light. Steve Jobs built Apple's success not on processing power, but on creating emotional connections between humans and technology. These invisible forces, intuition, creativity, emotional intelligence, aren't just supplemental. They're fundamental. Our measurement-fixated culture respects what it can count, but the most profound influences on our success and reality exist in dimensions beyond rulers and spreadsheets. The question becomes, how can we better attune ourselves to these powerful, invisible energies? Have you ever just known something was right without explanation? That's intuition, your internal navigation system constantly working behind the scenes. Pause. Science reveals intuition isn't mystical but neurological. Your brain processes thousands of data points subconsciously, forming patterns below your awareness. Studies consistently show experts make better snap decisions than novices because their brains have cataloged subtle cues through years of experience. Pause. But how do you distinguish genuine intuition from fear-based reactions? Start by practicing mindful breathing for just 2 minutes daily to quiet mental noise. Then, when facing a decision, notice where you feel the response in your body. Authentic intuition typically manifests as calm clarity, while fear creates tightness and anxiety. Journal these sensations to recognize your personal intuitive signals. Pause. The business landscape is filled with intuitive success stories. Steve Jobs followed his intuition about design simplicity against market research. Jane Goodall trusted her unconventional approach to animal observation, despite criticism. And mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan made groundbreaking discoveries through intuitive leaps his contemporaries couldn't comprehend until years later. Pause. Your intuition is an invisible force that, when properly harnessed, becomes your most reliable guide to breakthrough success. The question isn't whether you have intuition, but whether you're listening to it. What if your thoughts could literally reshape your reality? In the realm of medicine, the placebo effect stands as powerful evidence. Patients given sugar pills but told they're receiving potent medication experience genuine biological changes: reduced pain, lower inflammation, even altered brain chemistry. Their belief alone triggered measurable physical healing. This invisible force extends beyond medicine. In classrooms, students labeled as gifted often outperform peers of equal ability. In sports, athletes who visualize success consistently achieve better results. And in business, companies with leadership that truly believes in their mission outperform competitors by significant margins. These self-fulfilling prophecies demonstrate how our expectations silently shape our outcomes. So, how can you harness this force? First, audit your current beliefs by noting when you use limiting phrases like, "I can't" or "it's impossible." Replace these with empowering alternatives. Second, practice visualization. Spend 5 minutes daily imagining your desired outcome with all 5 senses. Finally, surround yourself with evidence that reinforces your new beliefs. Remember, Your mind doesn't distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's real. It responds to both with equal power. In every interaction, invisible energies flow between us, shaping our relationships in profound ways. Google's Project Aristotle discovered something remarkable. Psychological safety, not skill sets or experience, was the #1 predictor of team success. When people feel safe to be vulnerable and take risks without fear of judgment, teams flourish in ways traditional metrics can't capture. This invisible dynamic extends through emotional contagion. Your emotions aren't just your own, they ripple outward, affecting everyone around you. A single person's mood can transform an entire team's creativity, decision-making ability, and productivity. Think of the last time a colleague's enthusiasm energized you, or how quickly tension from one person spread throughout a meeting. These emotional currents remain unmeasured, yet powerfully influence outcomes. So how can we harness these invisible forces? Start with intentional presence, truly listening without formulating responses. Practice vulnerability by sharing your authentic thoughts first, creating space for others to do the same. Celebrate contributions equally, regardless of rank, and be mindful of your emotional state. It's contagious. By cultivating these unmeasurable energies deliberately, we create environments where trust naturally grows, psychological safety becomes the norm, and human potential flourishes beyond what any performance metric could predict. In our journey toward holistic success, we must bridge the measurable and unmeasurable worlds. Imagine decision-making as a dance between your analytical left brain and intuitive right brain. When these hemispheres work in harmony, you access a powerful framework that honors both data and deeper knowing. The most successful leaders don't just analyze spreadsheets, they tune into subtle energies that numbers can't capture. Strengthening your connection to these invisible forces requires daily practice. Begin with just 5 minutes of meditation to quiet mental chatter. Try intuitive journaling, writing without judgment or planning. Immerse yourself in nature, where wisdom flows more freely than in artificial environments. Creative expression, whether through art, music, or movemento, pens channels to your innate knowing that logical thinking alone cannot access. In today's AI-dominated landscape, your unmeasurable intelligence becomes your greatest competitive advantage. While machines excel at processing data, they cannot replicate human intuition, emotional awareness, or spiritual intelligence. By developing these capacities, you'll make decisions that algorithms simply cannot. This integration, honoring both the seen and unseen, is the true pathway to not just success, but fulfillment. The invisible forces are always available. You need only learn to listen. The invisible forces of passion, faith, and intuition shape our greatest achievements. Embrace what cannot be measured. It's often what matters most. What invisible force drives you forward? Share in the comments below and subscribe to RockVein for more insights that transform how you see success. Hit the notification bell to harness these hidden energies in your journey.